Guess we have to try this again because the first time was a disaster. I know. So, I was analysing the other day. If you guys follow me a lot, you obviously know that I analyse all the time, always reflecting or whatever. And I realised that no one's ever made love to me. And it made me question, like, all sorts. But let me go back. How did I come to that realisation? Because when you talk amongst friends and you hear their experiences, I'm not saying that you should ever compare what you go through with other people because it's completely different, but there should be similarities and stuff, certain things. I was like, oh my god, I've actually never felt like that. And it's true now, because there's a difference between sex and making love. When someone's just having sex with you, one, they're either just getting off, two, they just want to get off with you, so, you know, it just happens to be sex. And three, it's just like you could be like a fantasy to them, or like, yeah, it's just a piece of, like, you're a piece of me, innit? So, like, they just want to have sex with you, that's it. And they could be doing that. You could be seeing someone, you could be falling for them and all this stuff. And you would never really notice a difference, because if it happens, you would allow it to happen because you're seeing someone in the way you feel about them. And that's sort of been my perspective around it. Because I know that I've always preferred foreplay. And now I'm thinking, have I always preferred foreplay because it seems more passionate? Because I've never had the passion in sex. Because I've never felt that. It's just like, it's in, yeah, you do what you do, and then after it, I've never had the, oh my god. It's always like, oh. Always, like, me, I was always in situations where I would always feel like I'm seeing someone, and then when we have sex, it like, it turns out it's just like something that they just wanted to do with you and like just you and only you. It wasn't anything special to them or anything. So I never really knew what making love was until I got older and I started to notice that I don't really like sex that much. I like the idea of it because the idea of what I see is never what I've had. So I've always held on to that idea of feeling like appreciated, like someone just like, is just like, oh my god. But I've never had that, you know? I feel like the people that have had sex with me have wanted to, and when they finally did, it's like, okay, tick off the list. And whose fault is that? It's mine. It's my fault because I've allowed myself to be used as an object. So, if I've settled for being second best, I've settled for being a choice, I've settled for all of that. And I mean, not in the choice, mean like you're the first choice, in a choice where it's just like, they've spoken to people, or they're speaking to many, or it hasn't worked with any, so now they're suddenly speaking to you, and that's how I've settled, type of thing. Whereas someone is just aimed for you and only you, type of thing. Yeah, not that type of choice. I've never been that type of choice. So, I think I have actually. Regardless. So then, because I've allowed myself to be an object, people have treated me as such. So they wouldn't have they can't see the quality in something when you're selling yourself so cheaply. And because it's been so easy to get me, the thing with me, yeah, once I give myself to you, like, I give everything to you, type of thing. So because I feel like they've not really been on that scale of things, it's easy to identify someone's weakness. You get what I mean? Because a lot of people in this community are not straightforward, in this world are straightforward. So everything's a mind game. Nothing is, they can never just be, oh, you know how easy it would be, how amazing life would be if people were just straightforward. If they knew their intentions wasn't pure, if they didn't want the same thing, they would just say it from the get-go. There'll be no longing things out, no going with the flow. If they knew that that's not what they wanted, they would just tell you and everything would be amazing. So I just come to that conclusion that, oh my God, no one's ever made love to me. And I think another way I know as well, because a lot of the people that I've slept with, I keep saying a lot, it's not a lot, but nearly everyone I've slept with, to be honest, has been a selfish lover. So it's like, I can look back on it and I see that it was just pleasure for themselves, because it didn't really care about how it was for me. I mean, as long as you moan, then it's like a good thing for them, innit? But it was like just needed to do it, so they're doing it and they're like, yeah. And then once it's done, it's like, oh. And it made me question it. I was like, does that mean I've actually been in love if I've never been made love to, or has someone ever loved me to not make love to me? Because it's a bit more deeper, right, than that. Like, if you're really into someone and you feel a certain way about someone, when it comes down to that, everything should be magnified, no? I said it just made me question, like, what if what anyone said around me when I was seeing them was like genuine or whatever, because love is something that you're meant to feel, you know, and that's the one way that you're truly connected to someone. Like when you have sex, there's nothing more you can possibly give to someone, to be honest. If you've given your heart and you allow them inside, I don't understand what else you can have. What else you want to do? Do you want to touch my vessels? I don't touch my intestines and bladder. I don't know what else you can possibly give someone, to be honest, but if you don't feel the love in that type of connection, then it's definitely something you shouldn't be having. So when people like just disregard sex, to me, I can't ever do that, because I feel like it's more deeper than anything, to be honest. I don't think that it's not it's a part of you that not everyone deserves to just have easy access to. And I'm not saying that I've been easy, meaning like, oh, I'm like, here, fuck me. But meaning that it's easy for, like, if I'm seeing you and things happen, for it to happen type of thing, because I already feel like we're going to a certain place. But that was me. And it's not now. It's just funny that, like, I'm nearly 30 and I've never been made love to. Is it weird? Is it crazy or what? Fucking hell, man. Must be nice. Must be very nice. Just find it so bizarre. This is such a weird video, right? I don't know what the lesson is for this video, but I feel like if you've identified it, like, within yourself, I would like to know, like, your opinions and stuff about it. Like, because it's odd. Like, I'm not seeing anyone right now, and actually, to be honest, I don't really want anyone. But at this precise moment in time anyway, I'm really, really enjoying my own company. It's just, I think about all the times that I've cried and I've like really been distressed over men, like heartbroken and tore myself up, and like, for what? It's like, I went through all of that. I wasted all those years dating and going through all of that distress for people that were incapable of even loving me. It's fucked up, boy. That's crazy. It's really crazy knowing what I put my own self through just for people that honestly that were just there for their own selfish gain. And it's so sad that you have to learn this later, but it's a good thing because you can maneuver from that and you can grow from that and know what you're definitely not going to do again. It's very important to self-analyze, even the little things, even the odd things, and speak it out, because you just... when you speak it out more, it becomes more real, and it's just like, shit. Oh, this is really odd, right? Really odd. You just have to really be mindful who you give yourself to, you know? Very mindful, because not everyone has pure intentions. But I like it because I feel like I can reclaim a part of me back, saying that no one ever truly had me, because if you really, really had the essence of me, it probably wouldn't have ended the way it ended, and it probably wouldn't have ended at all. It would have gone on for a bit longer or whatever, because people like to really feel like they've had you, and really and truly they haven't. I don't think if you haven't made love to someone and you've never had them, sex can just be sex. I can have sex with anybody and it wouldn't be much more different than the last. You're going to have some good experience, you're going to have some bad. That's just normal. So making love to someone, if you can't make love to someone, then you're truly not in love with someone. I've come to that conclusion. So I don't even know if anyone's ever been in love with me now and thinking about it. Wow. Jesus, I've wasted some time. Wow. Oh, all the times I was distressed over people that were just... Oh, God forgive me. Junior, forgive yourself. I do, man. It's life, innit? You live and you learn, and you're here to tell the tale. But anyway, I want you guys